Morrig, Excalibur, and Archangel have been scouring the valley for the source of the rumors. They've found something, but it raises more questions than answers. All three have come back with the same image, more or less: Prince Anakin. Playing, Prince Anakin. Sleeping, Prince Anakin. Crying, Prince Anakin. Lady Morrigan can't understand why the birds are finding nothing else. They've been sent out several times already, and each time they project the same thing back into her mind: the Queen's second-born. For now, the sorceress has put the birds to rest. She'll meditate on what they've brought back. Meanwhile, Celine has set about exploring the castle on her own, mainly at night. Half the time, the adults don't even know where she is, but they can hear her footsteps if they listen closely. She's always fascinated by the phases of the moon. She can spend hours staring at the moon dial in the nursery. Lady Nuala has also begun to teach her combat in the training yard. For now, it's all about watching and learning. Celine's too young to take part herself, but the hero feels that good training starts with detailed observation.
Hello everyone, this is Fantasy-esque, and welcome back to The Sims 3 Fairy Amazon with the Verdington Fae Court. Before we dive in, I want to say a very special welcome to my channel members. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it immensely. You can see over here that it is midday on Thursday, and our lovely little Celine was just receiving some training from her mother, our hero, Lady Nuala. So yes, our youngster here can't actually, take part in the practice dummy or using the Archer's Gauntlet, but she can still watch her mother kind of use these objects, and through observation learn how you become proficient at them, how they function, tips, techniques, like tricks. For a second there, I couldn't pronounce techniques, but I got it down. Anyways, I got my first vaccine shot today, the Pfizer vaccine, so I'm feeling pretty good, guys. Feeling pretty good. I think I'm holding up quite well. Nothing kind of crazy in terms of reactions happening at all, the symptoms, so I'm flippin' happy as hell. And I am back on the recording bandwagon. And what the heck is happening? Okay, no thank you, we don't need to do that. But yes, like I was saying, guys, Celine has been watching her mother quite a bit, and Nuala's getting the hang of it. I think she's glad Celine didn't see her whack her face just then, especially because Celine looks up to her mother quite a bit. But I'm excited because we have a few things to talk about in this episode. The most exciting of which, what is this? Nessie got invited to Hugo's upcoming party. Well, I am gonna let her go there because she actually is in a relationship. Or not a relationship, but she's fond of Hugh Grey and would like to mate with him at some point. So we will let her go. Another thing that Nessie's been wanting to do, she actually wants to learn Dermot Cullen's sign. He's one of the Sims around town who has been, calling her up. This guy. And look, she's actually developing a bit of a... Where the heck did he go? Where'd you go? She's been developing a bit of a friendship with him, and I don't know if he is, in a relationship or if he has children, but if he doesn't, hey, he is game for a future meeting. So, I'm thinking that these ladies don't really go out on dates with people, or at least not from my end, I don't send them out on dates. But if someone's eligible, or I think they're eligible, and our ladies have the want to learn their sign, and they're not on the lot, I'm thinking of just getting the ladies to ask them out on a date, and then we can encourage them to ask to sign, and then we'll leave the rest up to NRAS. I think that's what I'm planning on doing. So Nessie has a party, but at some point, I think it might be nice for her to go on a date. I did not check what time that party was, so whoopsies. My bad. Okay, Queenie has gotten her notification that, or she has announced to everyone, my bad, she's announced to everyone that she is in fact pregnant. So that's kind of good. And another interesting thing I've noted, guys, which has me super excited, is that she did not get a want at all. I've been keeping my eye on this. She has not had a want to have a boy. So I'm thinking she does in fact want this to be a girl. So yes, this have a girl want is from her first pregnancy, but this time around she did not have any wants to have a boy, so I'm just going to take that as her wanting a girl this time around as well. And also, this means that if this is in fact a princess, she's not going to have a flippin' death token, which I'm super excited about. And on that note, something that I am probably the most excited about is the fact that I went ahead and got the random genetics mod, guys. Which means that from this baby that the queen's about to have, from this new baby onwards, all of our children will actually have their facial features and the combination of features. It'll be randomized between the two parents. So they won't kind of generate the cloned faces of their mother and father, which I think is going to make things so much more fun. I'm not changing Celine because she was born that way, and I didn't have the mod down for her. We could randomize genetics, I'm not going to, but all the kids from here on will have the random genetics enabled because I think that takes place as soon as the baby is born. So there we go. Oh, Hunter Huff. He is available if I'm not mistaken. So yes, Nuala, you can go on a date. Also, Nuala has been earning new belts left, right, and center. Honey, I am so proud of you. Okay, she's been doing quite well, so I think she'll get the hang of that fairly quickly. Is martial arts? Yes, it is! She's up to level 2 only right now, but I think that's okay. That's okay. She's doing her best. That makes me happy. I don't know what Rachel Eames is doing here, but hello, Rachel. She is, I think, the adoptive sibling of Prince Callum? I don't know. Ooh, she wants to spar with someone. Nice. Well, I don't know who you're going to spar with. Do we have the board breaker? I don't know. I might have to jump into debug to get a board breaker at some point. But if once Celine's a teen, it might be nice for them to kind of spar together. That's going to be so cool. But okay, she needs to get out of the house anyways, so I think it's good that she's going off. Nessie has a party at some stage. I don't know when. I did not check the time. It went over my head. The other thing that I want to chat about, guys, is a lady Morrigan and what she's kind of discovered of late. So, as you know, our lovely sorceress has been sending these magical birds that she can speak to out across the valley to find out the source of the rumors, find out who the hell has been spreading these nasty things about the queen and soiling her image. And the birds are coming back with something a little odd. Well, she can't make out what exactly they're trying to tell her, because all three of the birds, Hedwig, Excalibur, and Archangel, they're all coming back with various images of Prince Anakin. And Morrigan can't figure out why the hell they keep bringing back images of Prince Anakin. For whatever reason, they seem to be convinced that the source of the rumors have something to do with Prince Anakin. And obviously, this is still new magic. So even though she can communicate with these birds, it's a bit of a trial and error. She's trying to figure out what exactly they mean when they, send certain images into her mind, and each of the birds' personalities and how they work. She's still trying to figure this whole thing out. So she's going to be meditating on what exactly that whole situation, what's going on with that. And it might take her a bit of time before she finally, makes the connection or finally clicks. But she's going to be trying to spend more time with the birds so that she can make out what they're trying to tell her. Because nothing is changing. She has sent them out several times into the valley. Sometimes it's in, Prince Anakin's house where he's staying. Sometimes it's out, in a park or in the world. But it's just Prince Anakin all the time. And Morrigan's like, well, what do you mean? He's a flippin' baby. What's a baby gonna do spreading rumors? So, that's where we are at with Morrigan's plotline. So we will have to keep an eye on that and figure out what's going on. The queen, on the other hand, I don't think knows much about this. The other courtiers are kind of keeping her blissfully unaware, especially since she is pregnant. They don't want her worrying about any of the, like, those shenanigans. They just want her to be happy and healthy and feeling good. She's going stir crazy, though. I wonder, can you go to Hugh's party? Are you gonna go to Hugh's party? Isn't it, like, now? Isn't the party now? I don't know. Let's jump over to Lady Noelle and see how she's going. This is a nice adult that she's meeting. Isn't this Dermot Cullen? Isn't he talking out Nessie? Nessie's gonna ask him out on a date at some point. She's gonna ask him out on a date. Yeah, so with the random genetics mod, I'm still learning a whole heap, but essentially, for example, if these two were to have a child together, as soon as that baby's born, for every single, like, feature that a sim has, it's gonna randomize, like, it's gonna randomize a percentage between the mother's feature and the father's feature. So, like, with Noala's nose and this guy's nose, it's gonna essentially randomize how much like Noala the baby is or how much like the father the baby is. So it won't get either the father's nose or the mother's nose, which is how Sims 3 originally works. It might have one of the two, or it might have something that's like in between. It might have something that's like all the way to the extremes. Like with Celine, who's this? Mason Sackholm? No. Queen's already pregnant with the baby. She doesn't need this attention anymore. But like with Celine, her father had a big nose, Noala did not. And if we had the mod, she could have randomized like nose size anywhere between her mother's and father's. Or she might have had a nose smaller than her mother's, or she might have had a nose bigger than her father's. So it's got that small bit of randomness to it, but for the most part, it will kind of blend the parents' features together to make that child. And it'll be kind of random each time. So we won't be getting clones of the Sims who are already here around town, at least from now on. So I think that's going to be so much more fun. I still love Celine. I'm glad we have her. She looks super unique, and she's going to be different from every other kid we have, no doubt. So I'm happy that she's staying with us and that she looks just the way she does. But I'm also excited for all the other babies that are going to be born. Okay, Noala, nothing is happening at this date except you watching Dermot sing. Did he not have like an audience, so he just called you over to be his audience when you were in the middle of training? Like, dude, come on. You're wasting this beautiful woman's time. But I guess she has energy. If she wants to waste her time with this guy, then why not? Why not? I'm sure he's gonna get tired at some point. He's gonna... Oh, is he done? Are you done, sir? Do you wish to... No, he's not. Okay. He's not done. Well then. He's like going all out. My goodness. She wants to stay up past bedtime. And I feel like this is one of the whims I'm gonna try and keep up to date with her. Because she actually is a night elf. So for me, it makes sense that Celine wants to stay up past bedtime quite often. But let's go and grab some food. Let's get some Herbivore Delight lasagna. That sounds delicious. I've also noticed quite a bit around the castle. Nessie is often, you know, chatting up little Celine and asking her questions and whatnot. So I'm wondering if it's that autistic trait of theirs that they share that's kind of drawing them to each other. But she's always, you know, escaping Celine, always slipping away, so Nessie doesn't get to talk to her long enough to build a friendship or anything. But who knows, over time that might end up being a thing. Honey, have some lasagna, come on. Have some lasagna. What is this? Deborah, thank you. Thank you for the autumn salad. Much appreciated. But Noala does most of the cooking in the house, and we're actually quite happy with the food she makes. Okay, Morrigan wants to throw an elixir at Lady Nessie. And I'm wondering what kind of elixir she wants to throw, because we have a couple. Let me check to see what elixirs we have over here, because we have a few. So we've got Invigorating Elixir, we've got a Jar of Friendship, We have Essence of Magic. We don't want the Melancholy one. We also have a Vial of Bliss. Now, what do you need, Nessie? What do you need? I guess Invigorating would be good, but it is close to bedtime, so I kind of don't want to do that. And your relationship with Morrigan is suffering, so you know what? I think I know what Morrigan wants. I think Morrigan wants to throw a Jar of Friendship. Oh, my bad. Jar of Friendship at Nessie, so we're going to do exactly that. Get out of that. Get out of the fairy house. Up, 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 up. Oh, jeez. Get out of the fairy house, because I would like to do some stuffs. Come over here. What the heck? Okay, assemble puzzles at the supermarket to earn some money. What is this? Okay. I'll get her to do that. Why, might you ask? Do I ask her to do this ridiculous thing? Well, yeah, she can come back in the morning. I think this might be a good opportunity for the philosopher to make like a public appearance. And, you know, it's good for publicity, for the royal court, for these ladies to sometimes jump into town and be helping out the normal folk with a bunch of things going on in their lives. I think people would appreciate that. Dinny Kelly, I think, is a someone who we could pair up with one of the ladies, so I'll let them chat with him. Okay, what is she doing now? She's going somewhere. Morrigan, get up. Get up. Get up, Morrigan. Get up, Morrigan. Go chat with Nessie. Let's ask about a day. We'll ask about a day. And Nessie's the one talking to Dinny. Yep, that's fine. Go and chat with her. It is a little bit difficult to kind of see things with the walls up so high. My goodness. But I kind of want her to throw that. I guess the queen is no longer friends with Anakin, which is sad, but it makes sense. Their relationship with their sons will kind of drop off as they get older. Okay, where is Morrigan? Come on, chat. Chat with Nessie, please. Where is she? Nessie, why are you freaking out? Don't freak out, Nessie. Don't freak out, Nessie. Come on, I want you guys to chat. I want you to throw this potion at her. Just throw it and be done with it. Ay, ay, ay. She's having a really long conversation with him. She's done now. She's gonna go to the restroom. Well, get a move on, ladies. Get a move on. She wants to play a trick on Morrigan as well, so I might get her to do that after Morrigan throws, like, the jar of friendship. So, hopefully, it doesn't damage their relationship too much. Come on, let's go. Let's get a move on. And Celine, nice. She stayed up past bedtime, and now she's in the fairy house. Well, don't go in the fairy house. Go to your chambers, or your mother's chambers. The chamber that you share with your mother. Whatever I'm trying to say. Just go there, okay? Just go there. She can check for monsters. That's kind of cool. She's not going to, though. Nessie, I told you to go to the party. I literally saw her in the castle, and I didn't even realize she wasn't at the party. You know what? My bad. My bad. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. I need you guys to super quick just chat so we can throw this potion and be done with it. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go. Throw this potion and be done with it. Here we go. Here we go. Nice. And then I'll probably put the ladies to bed. I just really want to get this done. Some of these whims, you know, they get stuck and then I don't get about doing them or doing anything with them. Throw at Nessie. I didn't know we could mix them into drinks, which is kind of cool, but she wants to throw it at Nessie, so we'll do that. Throw the elixir. Throw it. She's so far away now. Oh, Nessie's coming. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. But yeah, it is nice from time to time in between all these stories and pregnancies and things we have to do to actually be able to complete their whims. And how's their friendship now? Oh, nice! They're friends again. That's awesome. Okay, just before we dive off, I'm going to get Nessie to play a fairy trick on let's do Tummy Twister. We'll play a fairy trick on Morrigan, since she wants to do that. And I don't know what decides whether the fairies like find the trick funny or they get upset by the trick. I'm not entirely sure. Oh look, now well now Morrigan. Oh, she didn't like that. But now Morrigan is like a well-known, well, I wouldn't say well-known, but I guess the same level as the others. But now Morrigan is kind of being known around town by the people, so that's kind of cool. The only ones who are complete mysteries to the folk of Dragon Valley is literally the Orions. So Selena and her mother Noelle are the very private fairies. Nobody really knows much about them. But okay, I'm gonna get these ladies nice and rested, and then we'll come back and see what's going on with everyone then. Okay, well, it is, I think, probably around midday on Friday, and Lady Nessie is going to be asking Dermot Cullen out on a date, since she did want to learn his sign. Now, he's the same guy with lime hair that Noala went on a date on, and she, I think, spent the entire time just watching him play music, and that did not get them romantically close at all, but they're now best friends. So if he does ask her out on another date and she goes, they could develop into something, which is kind of exciting. But Nessie might just undermine that. So where can we send them out on a date at? It is raining, so it's not as though they really have too many options of where to go. Not the grocer. I'm wondering if we should just send them to the pub. I think I'm going to send them on a date to the pub. So she's going to go there with him. Yeah, it's like 1:40 p.m. on Friday. Now, I do think this episode is going to be a little bit longer than I would typically like it to be, just because I wanted to get this date of Nessie's in, and then I think I want to have like the Queen's baby before the next episode, because I do have some story things I want to do in the next episode, and I don't want to, you know, have to stop in between, and like, yeah, it's gonna be a bit tough if like the Queen goes into labor while I'm trying to set up my story, so I don't want that to happen. And for that reason, I am going to wait until she has a baby, which should be some point soon. But yeah, we also want to keep track of Nessie. What is she doing? And how this date goes. Because her relationship with Dermot, I mean, they're not that close, but I think if they get along well in this date, they could actually become friends. And then who knows, they might even click. Although, I don't even know if this counts as a date. But we'll see. We shall see. Hopefully he shows up. This place looks empty. Look at this. This heckin' long table. It's several tables put together, yes, but looks kind of crazy. Also, this entire summer to me feels as though it's just been raining. Like nothing except constant rain. And how come there's no one at the pub? It's like almost 3 p.m. Shouldn't this be bustling with people? It's a nice pub, though, I will say. It is actually quite a nice pub. How come he hasn't shown up? Huh. He hasn't shown up at all, and normally it doesn't take them that long, does it? He should have arrived by now. Who's this? Braden McGrath. It's kind of strange. He should have arrived by now. Why don't we try and invite him out again? Just in case. Let's see. Invite over. Like, seriously, dude. Come on. Come over. We're trying to connect with you here. Lady Nessie is trying to ask you out on a date, and none of the Amazons have asked anyone out on a date, so really, you should be honored. Like, none of our fairies have. So, okay. Hopefully something good happens with them, too. Celine is going home. I got Celine to see if she could meet some friends at school. And who did she meet? She met someone. She met this guy. Reynaldo Bond. She met him. So, who knows? That could be someone in the future. But we do have, like, a few males already kind of in line. And also, our evil purple baby aged up into a toddler. So we have Lord Zane Delaney. Now, paparazzi are trying to get shots of Lady Nessie at this pub. Which... okay, but it is a little bit strange because we don't have our date over here. Ugh. Okay, fine. Fine. Maybe he's not into Nessie. Nessie's gonna go home. This was a failed date. This was a flippin' failed date. She's gonna go home. She's gonna go home, guys, and we're gonna come back when the queen goes into labor. So disappointing. So disappointing. Oh goodness. Morrigan just screwed something up when mixing an elixir. Ay. Okay. Well, the queen has gone into labor. So we're gonna drop down to, I think, the throne room where she is to check up on her. She's come a long way from giving birth in her chambers, like privately with no one else around, to still no one else around, but in the throne room, a bit more of a public scene and space. Okay, yes, there was a bit of a disaster. She's gonna sleep it off, but look at all these wants she's been having to like reach level 8 of the alchemy skill, create 10 elixirs. I love that because it's so fitting for her character as a sorceress, and her alchemy skill is at level 6, which is pretty good. Like, I've never come this high with any of my sims before because I just don't spend time. So let's drop down to the queenie, who, yes, wants to get married, but we're going to ignore this want until after, like, if she has this want, once the breeding season is over, so once we've reached 5 girls, then I'm happy to let that be a thing. But for now, this is not going to be a plot point, just because we don't want jealousy and any of those weird things happening. But, our beautiful, beautiful queenie. Fingers crossed this time's going to be a girl. I feel as though this is going to be the girl, guys. This is going to be the princess, because we've had 2 boys in a row. I mean, like, come on, right? Come on. It is going to be miserable if she has 3 boys. 3 boys. If Sparrow had a girl, then I would kind of be like, okay, I guess I can see it. But we've had 2 boys. Like, come on. Give me a little girl. Give me a little girl. Plus, Celine is like a child already. She's growing up. She's going to be... She aged up, like, not too long ago. And she's going to be, a teenager in 4 days. Also, Prince Callum has aged up into a teen. Where is he? Where are you? Look at this, guys. Prince Callum is a flippin' teen. We need to, like, invite him over to some event to check him out, because I'm curious to see what he looks like, especially because we had him before I got the random genetics mod. So I am so fascinated by how he has turned out. I want to see him. The hair is interesting, but we won't do anything. We won't do anything. We won't change him at all. I just want to see what he looks like. I'm very curious. Come on, Queenie. Come on. You can do it. Almost there, Queenie. And nobody... Oh, here it comes, guys. Here it comes. And it's gonna be a... Oh! How could she? Oh no, guys. We got another baby boy. This is like the 3rd boy. And she wanted a girl this time around too. 3rd boy the queen has had. And 3rd boy in a row. This is disastrous. Okay, this is going to be... Prince... you know what? I like this name. Prince Caspian. Who doesn't love Narnia? Oh, darn it. No, don't tell me that. Don't tell me the name doesn't fit. How does it not fit? This makes me sad. This makes me very, very sad. Okay, you know what? We're gonna name this baby Caspian, and then as soon as it's born, I think I can go into NRAS and put the title in and make the name longer, so we'll do that. So we'll do... Because if I think about it now, Prince Callum's a fairly long name, isn't it? Caspian. So we'll do Caspian, and this name was suggested to me by Sweet Tot 2016, aka Ashley Tot on YouTube, so thank you so much for that. Prince Caspian it is. I'll randomize his traits. Oh, nice! Okay, he's gonna be eccentric and a genius. Okay, a smart little baby. And only 1 child! Queenie, why? Okay, she had 1 little baby. And he's not green. He's not a cabbage baby. Not a cabbage prince at all. He is the queen's color. Okay, hold on. Oh, look how cool this is. So this is the random genes for Caspian. So parent number 1 is the father. Parent number 2 is the queen. And so the first parent gets the genetic dominance. So all of these percentages we see, it's basically telling us how much like the first parent the baby is. So let's get a look at him. Now this is so odd. Does he have... it looks as though he's got brown hair, but his father had blonde hair, so I'm confused. But basically, this baby's body is going to be more like the mother, more like our queen, because it says 37%. His brow is going to be more like the queen. His cheek is going to be more like his father. His ears are going to be more like his father. His eyelashes are going to be more like the father. Eyes will be like the queen, like 44%, you know, not all the way, but his head's going to be like the queen. His jaw's going to be like the queen, legs like the queen. His mouth is going to be like his father. His neck is going to be like the queen, and his nose is going to be like his father. So that's basically like the simple breakdown of these numbers. Obviously, it's not going to be exactly like the same, but it's going to resemble more of that parent. Okay, well that's really, really cool. I'm very sad we got another prince, though. Ah. Oh, why? Why? Okay, well, little baby boy. Welcome, Prince Caspian. I'm kind of glad that we didn't wait until the next episode. Also, I did think the episode was going to be longer just because I thought Nessie would have a proper date, but he didn't end up coming. So our episode ended up being the exact size it needs to be, or the exact length. But we're going to go into NRAS. We're going to switch up this baby's name, rename, because I want to give him the title. So Prince, see, look at that. It fits. If you just go into NRAS and rename, you can give them like longer names. So Prince Caspian it is. For the little girls, I don't have a title for them because I don't want to call them ladies. Their brothers are going to be called lords, but I want the girls to, like, they don't get the title of lady until they take over the position in the next generation, if that makes sense. So she'll become Lady Celine under the next queen. If we have a queen, which at this rate doesn't look as though we're going to. But, yeah, that's the way things are going. We're gonna have to find a home for little Prince Caspian. Ay, ay, ay. This queen has it tough. She's had like 3 boys, no girls, not even once. I was really, really hoping that third time would be the charm, but it just wasn't. It just wasn't. Oh my goodness, queen. Oh my goodness. But in general, the court is struggling, I would say, because this is like our, what, 5th? This is our 5th baby, and we've had 1 girl so far. Like 4 boys and 1 girl. Those odds are terrible. Those are terrible odds. But okay, this child needs a home. We're gonna rehome him somewhere. Actually, no, he can go with Mason, because Mason's not that old. And plus, Mason lives with his sister. So this baby is gonna go to live with his father. And then we're gonna have a few things to sort in the next episode. And then we have to look at the next lady to get pregnant, which I think is Nessie. So Nessie is up next, and I think finally she's going to be able to have that baby with Hugh Grey that she's been wanting for quite a while. So that's going to be pretty fun. Is she going to give us a girl? We're going to be back to square one, guys. We're going to be back to square one. I bet you she's going to give us a girl, and then the queen's going to give us another boy. But you know what? This is why it is awesome that they are fairies and they have such long lives, because we have like all the time in the world to get these ladies cooking. But okay guys, with that said and done, I'm going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.